Adam, that's Will. We are bringing the heat today, man. We got this going on today, man. Fired up. Look at you, man. Are you fired up? That's my brother. He's fired up.
Ooh.
So not
I'm
fired
cold.
up, man.
I'm cold.
He's got CNBC in the background. I got Fortnite in the background. We're bringing the heat right here, man. I got the kid up.
Yes.
I hear him. I hear a little pitter patter of feet 4 in the morning, man. Because it's vacation time here in Costa Rica. I don't know about you guys up there in the States, but it's vacation time. So that means up at 4 playing video games. What does it mean for you?
Work. Lots of chameleon activity.
All right, man. Well, let's share the screen. Let's get into the chameleon. What do you got for us today, man? What have you been looking at?
What have you been looking at?
I'm looking
chameleon research.
Dude, I told you, I'm looking at Fortnite, man. The game that is the Fortnite. That's what I've been doing. I'm thinking of doing a live stream. If you guys are interested in watching me, I was thinking of going for the world record, most hours straight Fortnite. Just like make my first play at Fortnite. Just make it like, just go for like 4 days and see if I can survive. What do you think about that?
I love that idea. Love it. All chameleons are in.
All the chameleons would watch me. What are you doing? Share your screen, man. I got your face still. I'm still looking at your face, dude. What are you doing?
I came back to hit the heart. It's big. Those hearts are big deals. They really drive chameleon love.
Traffic. All right, man. So you got your screener up. What are you looking at there?
Yeah, I was. You know what? I'm looking today at beaten down sectors, and well, I'm going to give a couple bullish ideas, like I typically do, and a couple bearish ideas. And the bullish idea that's coming to me happens to be around technology. Now, those FANG stocks have been so beaten up. I'm going to look at one of the FANGs today and a little look ahead. But right now, I was thinking about the semiconductor space. I think as the space as a whole is close to being in a bear market, and I'm going to search for the ones that have strong financials and have been beaten down. So I'm doing by the industry screening, going down to semiconductors. First one up is memory chips, and then I'm looking 20% off its 52-week high. That would put it in a bear market, and these three pop up. MU, looking at it is you see its 52-week range. I mean, it's more than 50% off its. It's better than it's around 50% off its 52-week high.
Right.
I mean, you look at that PE, it's something that really take a look at.
Whoa. Am I seeing a 2.94 PE?
Yeah.
Holy smackers.
Is technology dead?
Wow, dude. That's incredulous. That's incredible, dude.
So that's one I looked at.
I can't remember the last time I've seen something that low, man. That's incredible, dude.
I did a screen. Nothing popped up on the screen.
I mean, do people think that they're just not? People are going to stop buying chips? Is there a new technology that I don't know about, dude? That's insane-o, man. Are we going to stop making chips?
It's a really good point. I mean, I think a lot of people are like, oh, it's just like the .com. I mean, not a lot of people. A lot of the money managers, were around for the .com. They have that in their models, so they've seen this sell-off, and they're like, oop, FANG stocks are fun. It's coming to an end. Now listen, there could be a slowdown, right? People could stop buying iPhones every year for because they want the newest and the greatest. But technology's growing all around us.
Well, right? I mean, I get it if it's like, oh, well, they don't like, I guess, obviously, that company, maybe they don't like that company because, I don't know, they're in the wrong space. Their chips are the wrong kind. I mean, okay, I get all that. I can get that, But then why is their PE that? I mean, if they can't really sell their chips, why is their PE 2.9?
Again, do your deep due diligence after this. I'm just giving you a starting point and showing you how to use.
Do they make the chips for like those spy cameras that the Chinese are putting out?
We don't even know what. I mean, it is so secretive what chips they make. I mean, just go start reading their 10Ks and dig deeper. It's a place to start, though. I mean, it's
Yeah.
The whole sector's been beaten down. So what we're trying to do is take a starting point to start digging down deeper. So then this is the broadline semiconductors. So they make them a whole bunch of different chips and for different industries. And that's the thing. The growth is seems like everywhere, right? I mean, they're talking about they're using robots in supermarkets. I mean, the technology is just moving at such a rapid rate.
Yep.
It's not like you're selling diapers over the internet and that stock goes to zero. I mean, this is, our everyday life. I mean, I don't know if you know this, but there are idiots who are running podcasts, YouTube shows out of their home.
Out of their home? This is impossible, man. How could you do that? That would cost $1 million a year to set that type of stuff up, man. How would you do that?
I heard last week there's a family somewhere probably in the lovely Midwest who had their child opening toys, and they made $20 million last week. And that being said, the technology isn't easy to produce it, but people everywhere are using it for all sorts of different things. And big companies, small companies, and your average human being at home are using it every day. So it's not going anywhere. It is, to me, as important as well.
Well, unless somebody comes up with something different, but I don't. Yeah, and I don't know. Yeah.
So going through the broad line, one I found here, another one. I mean, its high was 125. It traded down from 160, so it's found some sort of bottom, and has begun to rise. I mean, its PE is still very reasonable. I think I either heard or read yesterday the global PE right now is 13. It's like the lowest it's been in 10 years since
Amazing.
08.
Amazing.
So prices.
So why are we even, dude? Tell me, because now I don't understand. Why are we talking about this like we're on the verge of a tipping point of disaster? Well, why are people even in the same realm of .com?
Listen.
.com, the PE, I don't know, look back on history. What was the .com?
Well, there were no, that was the deal.
The
right?
PE was 85 million. I mean, come on, man. Where are we now?
There were no PEs in a lot of those .coms. Though a lot of the technology sector did get hit. The whole market got hit.
Right.
But I think the risks on the board here are the trade war.
Yep.
I think we have Brexit, other issues in Europe, Italy, Greece. There are a lot of issues out there swirling around. Fed's raising rates, which is not uncommon, having like zero money, where money was free.
Zero interest rate, yeah.
So they have to get back to a more normal rate. But they're worried about the economy slowing down is one, and I mean, obviously it's out there, but I don't think they talk about it a lot. But I mean, this looks another one it's found the bottom. It started to move higher. It's still way off its 52-week high in bear market territory. So I did a search, this NXPI.
Yep.
And these are bullish spreads. And again, a lot of pages of opportunities came up. I'm going to narrow it down to theoretical edge.
Now, what made you pick NXPI rather than MU?
I just did I did a screen earlier, and there weren't a lot of opportunities when screening for them.
Gotcha.
And I didn't, there are a lot of opportunities to choose from. So
sure.
I, picked larger price stocks where there was probably an opportunity to get off an options trade with tighter markets, more volume, that type of thing.
Gotcha.
So we'll do a theoretical edge, anything positive to start, and a win rate above 70%. So it gets us down to 2 pages. Here you see your win rates, 87%, 2% theoretical edge.
Why don't you click on the theoretical edge, give us the top to bottom rundown there. So everybody, just so you know, if you click on the theoretical edge or any of the ones along the top, it'll, just like an Excel sheet, go top to bottom, bottom to top, sort those for you. So there you go. You got a top theoretical edge position possible of 7.4%.
So it gives you, and again, it tells you the spread, where you want to put in your markets, 74.5, 79.5, the sell strike. Those are your the strikes you're going to put your market in. And all over here, this was the other piece of edge we used to look at, the downside cushion if it goes against you, and the percent return if the stock stays where it is, which is what you're looking for. So these are this is, you know, a good, real good opportunity to put some trades together and some ideas. And then well, I'll show you another one just because I thought it was interesting going through these semiconductors.
Yep.
I went down Broadline integrated circuits. Where was it?
So you see everybody, Will's all those filters along the top. And remember, everybody, once you do this, obviously there's, 20 filters there. On the right-hand side, you can click Save New Preset. And what that does is it saves all your selections. So if you want to name one, whatever, semiconductors or whatever you're doing, and you have multiples, you can save it there. Basically, like you're saving a watch list. And it just makes it much, much quicker every time you want to pop through that screener.
There it is.
To have your presets. Yep.
But it was just, and again, using this fact sheet here is a nice way to go through and you get, you know, a snapshot of the financials. Again, everything's got to be dug into and back checked. But again, this was like 52-week high, 115. It's now bounced off a low of 65. It looks like it's now trading at 69. So that's how I start. That's where I started, was going through. But you look, I just want to show this because I'm looking to look at it deeper today. You know, this is 50% off its high. Mm-hmm. It's got a 6 PE. I mean, what's going on? Is there circuit board technology disappearing? I mean, it's an Israeli company. You know, this fact sheet is a good place to, you know, start doing your early research. And like you said, you can build a preset to, you know, to look at it, but start, you know, go to the company's website next and start really digging into what's going on. There were no option opportunities in there that I found today, but it does trade options, and you know, keep an eye on it with the options, but it may be a pure stock play. You know, there's some opportunities out there right now to, you know, start dipping your toes, I think, in the semiconductor waters. Also on the tech side, I went to your beloved product, Apple. I woke up this morning with Apple to build a new campus in Austin. 15,000 new jobs. That's 15,000 new jobs. Hey. You know, they are a company that's in everyone's ear. You know, I mean, the amount of eyeballs their product get a day on their product is incredible.
Yep.
I mean, I don't think we've ever seen a technology like this. You know, where someone is holding it in their hand as a, you know, somewhat of a status symbol, but also, even if they're, you know.
You know what that means, dude? Every time Will burps, I got to start sprinting, man. That's my new workout routine. So everybody's listening to the podcast. That's the way it works, man. It's the Will Burp podcast. And so every time he burps, man, you got to sprint. When you're on that treadmill, hit the sprint. You got 30-second sprints.
I've seen my doctor, and they've related it to evolution. We've evolved from a species of fish. So
maybe you've evolved from a fish, dude. I don't know.
Slee stacks, baby. Slee
stacks, man. All right, so Apple, yes, it's in our ear, dude. We've already merged with the technology, man. I'm telling people, it's already, you know, we talk about when everybody's living in a virtual world, dude. Just walk down the street, look at people, man. We've already merged. The merge has taken place, man. When I'm doing this, as I'm walking down the street, guess what? I've merged, dude. The technique we merge with, whether it's a screen we're holding in our hand or it's in our glasses or a contact lens or whatever we're doing, it's already happened. The question is, is the tech going to move forward? Absolutely. But the merge has already taken place, man.
Is the chip going to be embedded in a baby's head?
Whatever you got it. Honestly, dude, if you were like, you can have that in your head rather than in your hand, would you do it right now? I'd be like, yes, 100% in. Yeah, count me in, man.
I know you have pizza pie eyes. You go for that. Not that that's a new technology. I'd be less inclined to let someone chop into my brain.
Dude, you won't. Let's be real. You won't even get the LASIK surgery, man. You're so scared.
That's what I'm saying. I question. I mean, you imagine the debates that that brings up an interesting. We won't dig deep into that, but that brings up a whole lot of issues. You imagine what they would say about who's controlling the American.
Well, I tell you what, man. This is the thing. You know, we hardly ever talk about Google Glass and those glasses. You know, I don't know if they did that specifically to get people not to use them. You know, actually create them as so goofy looking and stuff. If those had just looked like a pair of Oakleys, they would have absolutely blown up and they'd be used every day today. But they got heckled out of literally heckled out of existence, man.
You know what? Someone may take that technology.
There is a space. I mean, I don't know why.
Rebrand it.
I don't know why somebody in the tech space doesn't make those look cool. I would use them today if they look. You're telling me on my run, if I had a pair of like sport glasses that had my internet on them, you don't think I would use them? I'd be using those all the time.
All right, for all our chameleons in Silicon Valley, my brother just gave another great business idea.
Business idea.
I'm sure Google will give away those patents. You know, if you can put that together in a sleek look, you have at least one buyer down there in Costa Rica. And that buyer was so early into the Bitcoin, he's probably right. That could be the next great holiday gift. A sweet pair of goggles that give you your full access to
access to the internet, man. It's right there.
It's like an iWatch on your
It's exactly what it is, dude.
Literally an iWatch.
It's an dude. iWatch.com. All right, dude. What do we got in Apple, man? Enough chit chat, dude. What do we got going on in Apple? What are you looking at?
So, anyways, let's take a. It's again been just really beaten down. It's in a bear market. Who would have thought Apple was in a bear market? It's probably going to be their best Christmas season ever. I happen to have done some investigative research and went to my local Apple store midday, midweek, packed. I don't know if that, and then that's in a mall, right? I mean, that's not the best place to watch flow of merchandise, but certainly this Apple store in New Jersey was very crowded.
Yeah.
A lot of credit cards being handed to people in red shirts. So just there are a lot, it's
so interesting. Like, why would you go to an Apple store to buy an Apple product? Like, why wouldn't you just order it online? It's interesting. People still like that experience, man, right? They like the actual experience. Right, picking it up, talking to somebody.
I'm not a huge shopper, but yeah, I wanted to go and see what was going on in the malls.
Yep.
Kick the tires, and so there were a bunch with.
Apple's also interesting. I don't know if you're more of a high roller than I am, but a lot of people I talk to, they don't buy Apple because the stock price. People have this idea that I'll make more money if the stock's $20 than if it's, you know what I'm saying? They get scared because of the price is so high, right?
And listen, this is why a lot of people trade straight options is to take an option position because it's cheaper and costs less money. You can buy a deep call.
Yep.
It's referred to as a stock replacement strategy. I've also sold some risk reversal strategies where you can get paid a credit. In certain instances, there are lots of things you can play around with. But as a straight stock, you know who the biggest buyer of Apple's been at these high prices?
Apple.
Exactly. Apple feels their stock is. Not that is an indicator here or there, but just take that as a nice piece of information that they've been the biggest buyer of their own stock. So they believe in the entity. And again, and they've lost a lot because the stock's down, 30%, over 20%. But anyways, you can screen for, and there are a lot with theoretical edge, high win rates. You can go out if you want to go out further, you can do a screen for further out options. If you want to know opportunities further out. So
sure,
just take a look and do your Apple research. There are some opportunities. This is actually just the next 7 days. You can, if the stock has any sort of just stays or moves a little up, those are your returns right there. So,
wow, good stuff today, man. All right, everybody, you got anything else for you? As we'll say no, because no.
I'll go quickly.
Oh my God, he does have one more, Will, man. how
look,
many pieces of quality info are you going to bring, dude?
On the bearish side, there was TLRD. I think they own Men's Warehouse. They produce shirts that are sold in Men's Warehouse. Probably a lot of other retailers both said the retail market's slowing and looking forward. Another one is Under Armour. I know the CEO is going to be on CNBC today, and I did some screens for Under Armour. There are a lot of opportunities to, if you think the bearish move is going to continue, to take a look. And there are a lot of opportunities with theoretical edge, high win rates. So take a look at them.
So the just so I heard that right, the retail space, we're looking at some negative news there in the retail space.
There's a flow of negative news today, and if you feel like there's going to be, if it's the beginning of the flow through to the holiday season outlook, you may want to take a look at these are the three that have announced today. And as the other, you may want to look at some other retailers. It's just, there's been a flush of news today. I know the Under Armour CEO is going to be out speaking all day. Yep. It was down, I think, 2% yesterday based on, they reforecasted the next couple quarters going forward and with lower sales. And so take a look.
Yep.
So take a look and do your screens on the short side.
Remember, everybody, just good advice. Option trading is risky, so be careful out there. We're just giving you ideas, but we love our ideas, but they are often losers. So be careful out there. Remember, you can follow along with us right down below. Just click the links, MarketChameleon.com. You can try it for free for 7 days. Try the premium. See all those awesome features that Will and I are going through. And remember to check out the podcast. We're everywhere. This one will be up in about 15 minutes, so go grab it. All right, brother. Have a good day, man. Great day trading, everyone.
Good luck, Chameleons.
Bye.